we need to understand, first of all, the importance of the cycles and how affect us as human beings and on planet Earth. So if we see all the cycles of the Earth, the spring, summer, and fall, we can see that it affects us in a way like spring is time for new beginnings, for expansion. Summer, it's time for abundance, and then the fall is when you reap all that you have cultivated throughout the year. And then winter, it invites us to prepare for a death process and then to prepare for the rebirth. So the cycles that the earth experience, it affects us. This happens as well with the cycles of the stars. So the cycles of the stars marks the way that the earth is moving around, and it affects us at a personal level and at a collective level. So as the earth moves around the sun, so the sun is moving around the central sun. And as it does, it travels in an orbit that it takes 25,960 years. So we are going to say 26,000 years approximately, because it's easier to say. And as it does, as it goes through the ecliptic, it spends 2,160 years in every sign of the zodiac, in every house. And this means that during this time, there's a whole theme that whole humanity we are going to experience, just like we experience a different way summer than the fall or winter. Every time we move to a different zodiac sign, we experience different themes that the whole collective is going to go through in all the different levels and all the different phases as a way to learn and to grow. So during this 26,000 year cycle, there's different cycles of evolution in consciousness. So this is called the Yuga times, the cycles of descension of consciousness and the cycles of ascension of consciousness. And in the times that we are go through the ascension process is when we reach times of enlightenment. So these cycles are called the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. And the Earth, as moving through the ecliptic, we have already experienced some other Golden Ages, like Lemuria, like Atlantis, like Egypt, and some others. We have gone through 6 different Golden Ages. Why is this so special and unique? We are going to share it as this masterclass unfolds. So as we move through the ecliptic, we enter into a new bandwidth of frequency in which we receive plasmic discharges of light that come from the core of our galaxy. And this plasmic light is highly conductive. And this plasmic light carries information and it transforms our cells. So as the sun is moving through the ecliptic, every time we move from one constellation to another or one house to another, it affects the way that we behave. And now, since 2020, we entered into the Aquarian age, and this means a whole new way to understand life. We came from the Piscean age, and it was a dark age in which we have experienced duality, wars, we have experienced pain, suffering, and we completely shift into this Aquarian age, in which the whole theme is about experiencing unconditional love and all that this represents. So this means that we need to learn from every zodiac house, all aspects of consciousness of every zodiac house, And we need to go through the whole process and to learn from the different aspects. This is the way that the soul is growing, and it takes 360,000 years for the soul to learn from all lessons. And now we are going to the process of completing the spiral. We are the process of completing this whole theme. So creation is unfolding through spirals. So there's a spirals in the center of the galaxy, and not only the center of the galaxy, also the way that the planet moves around the sun is through a spiral. And also there's a spirals in our bodies, there's spirals in creation, in nature. Everything is working through spirals. The way that the waters goes through the sea goes through spirals. And this, it works at a micro level and at a macro level and a micro level. So everything that is happening at the macro, it is always happening at the micro. Is the representation of what's unfolding in life. This is the way that creation was made. So during the solstice of 2020, when Saturn and Jupiter entered in conjunction with the birth star Merkaba, it announced the new age. It completed the Piscean age. We entered into the Aquarian age, and this is calling the return of the Christ consciousness. So 2000 years ago, it was told the Christ, and it will come back, the Christ. And this time, the Christ consciousness is not that one being is coming to help us or to save us. This time is about every one of us is going to go through a process of ascension, of liberation. Every one of us is going to ignite within us this process of Christ consciousness. And this is another whole thing that we need to dive into, but today it's about what it means, this golden age, and what is happening right now. So in all that we are talking about, this astrology is about astrology of ascension. This means that is connected for us to the process of ascension. There's no duality perspective here. So the stars, the way that look at we are receiving the information from the stars is to be able to do the process to return back home, which is our divine self, which is the connection to the super consciousness again. So as society, we are moving to a new theme, and this is manifesting love into our reality in all areas of our lives. First, it goes within it, and then it expresses without in every area of our lives. And all that is not aligned with this unconditional love, it simply won't work out. Because as we are moving into this new theme, all the frequencies that are coming, these plasma light discharges that we receive, they bring the information on how we need to live and the way that the life will unfold. And it is not just happening for human beings, it is happening for the whole planet. All the species are going through the same process as well. So the way that this new way of living, it means that we need to go through a process of purification of all ways of living that we have experiencing through the whole ecliptic. This means we went through the different houses, we went through different patterns, we went through different traumas, we went through different experiences, we experienced duality, we went through a process of descension of consciousness, and now we need to go through the process of ascension by purifying and refining and just understanding that we need to completely purify all this programming and return back to our origin. And this is not a process about fighting, it's a process about surrendering and allowing all that needs to break down. It needs to do so because it needs to be able, we need to be able to emerge this new way of being, this golden age, which is transforming our whole beings into this divine love, and raising our consciousness to be able to hold this frequency, because this is a higher vibrational frequency within us, and all that is not aligned with this higher frequency needs a deep purification. We are going to talk a little bit deeper about this then. So why it is so important, this golden age, and is more important than the 6 previous golden ages? Because we are going through a super cycle. What does it mean? It means that not only the Earth is going through the solar system, and the solar system is going through the ecliptic, also our galaxy is completing its own cycle, and the galaxy, it takes for the galaxy 230 million years to go through this cosmic year, through the galactic center. 230 million years. That's why this is completely different. And this means the whole galaxy is ascending. The whole solar system is ascending. All planets are ascending. Planet Earth is ascending as well. And all human beings and all beings, living beings on Earth, are going through this process as well. So when this happens, when the galaxy is aligning to the core of the galaxy, there's a completely reset of the timelines. And also because we are aligning to the central core of the galaxy that is called the Great Attractor. And the core of the galaxies, there's the super cluster of galaxies, and all these super cluster of galaxies, they create also this spiral of galaxies, and the center is called the Great Attractor, and it's called the name of Laniakea. It's in our localized universe. So it's completely rare that a whole planet, a whole solar system, a whole galaxy, literally, they shift into a new bandwidth of frequency, and shifting and morphing the structure. There will be shifts in the world in a way that we cannot even imagine. So this is a time for us to prepare for that. This means great purification, huge transformation beyond we never experienced before, beyond we can recall, and even we cannot imagine what is coming right now.